to the item as kings and queens. Welcome to Natural Vibrations. I am called Ayako. Much love and respect to the item, you know. Blessed love, kings and queens, blessed love. Bless, bless, bless. I love to take part with the marijuana, you know. I love to share magical moments with the spliff, so you have to forgive I for burning or experiencing the herbs. I got this brethren that I just reason with. And this brethren, every time we reason, we just constantly remind ourselves of things that we would have forgotten. And one of the things we learned or remembered recently, or noticed I should say, is that as a species, we don't know a lot of things about our existence, you know what? Like really, three things that every man or woman, king or queen, got to take part on, take part in this life. There is no scientific evidence as to why it must happen and what is the process or steps for it to happen. For instance, first, the entering of the soul from the spiritual realm into this physical realm. There is no direct evidence on the path that the soul take into this conscious flesh. Yeah, it is. There is no direct evidence. Scientists and doctors could use their machines and such to monitor the process from the time the woman become pregnant to when she deliver the child and such, right? They could monitor the physical converting of the flesh, but can't monitor the soul. So there is no direct evidence on where we come from and why we are here. Why this flesh and this soul become one. For whatever purpose, there is no direct evidence. Second, there is no direct evidence on why we must sleep as a species. None at all. Lot of speculation, but no direct evidence. And there's stuff not every person has to do because your body's do it just by itself. If you stay away too long, you know, your body's do it just by itself. So the fact that we got to sleep and you know why we got to sleep, yeah, is of like, wow, why nobody don't ask these questions, you know? And within sleep, I vision a lot. I tried a lot of places, and one thing I realized about I visions with and this reality is that within this reality, I trap to the expression of the senses, and within I visions, I free. Yeah, I take to try and express myself as nature. I could breathe underwater. Yeah, I did. I could fly in the air. I could even go down in the earth and become one with it. Yeah, I did. But in this reality, I could only witness it. I don't take part in it, but then in a vision I just take part. So many times I question myself which is real and which is fake, you know, whether this reality is real or the other. Only Jah knows. Yeah, it only the supreme creator, the heaven and the earth and everything in between know that. So there is the next thing that we don't know, got no direct evidence on, and the other thing where we don't have no direct evidence on, yeah, is death. The path that the soul take to exit this reality into the spiritual reality. Right here. There is no direct evidence on it. No memory. No one can never explain the process, and no child can't remember how them enter the mother womb and the parts that they would have taken. Right it, no child. Right it. So I say man, this brethren going and study the stars, the moon, them man going and express a lot of things, but nobody trying to find out, they say. Yeah, it is why we don't sleep, why we gotta die, why we come into this reality. There is no direct evidence, just a set of speculation and people accept it as real. Yeah, it is without no direct evidence on these things. Yeah, it is. Them brethren, it's either them brethren know and they may want to shine with, yeah, it is, or them brethren literally created this reality for trap we are. Yeah, it is. But I don't know. But I know that this reality is a tender thing that could be warped and changed easily because you catch a king or a queen or a brethren or a sister and lock them up in a place. Yeah, it is a complete darkness for X amount of time. Yeah, it is. Them will start manifest reality right in the darkness and see and experience and express things as if them within conscious expressions with others, you know. So they mean that the brains have the ability to create its own reality. Right? The brains have the ability to create its own reality. Right there. It's just that because these people got we living as like animals, close to each other. So everyone got a basically linked reality. Everybody reality linked together. So if you believe something, your brethren believe something can't happen. If you believe something, you believe it can't happen. Right here. Because reality is whatever we make it to be. Right here. All the limits that we have, we put it upon ourselves. Right here. By accepting it to be what it is when we were taught it. Right here. For instance, why them used to teach you things like piggy on the train line? Piggy on the train line picking up stone, dunking the engine and crush piggy being bone. Who said piggy, that's not fair. The engine said EMK, there's a bully. Right here. Things like that is what we were taught through English language, right here, to make sure that we share a cooperative reality. Right here. Because any way that you see English is taught, certain things must be taught to the child. Or English is used as a general language, certain things the civilization must know. Because English was created to break down structure and break down customs or practices or whichever society, whether it's Indian, African, Chinese, wherever. Once you start talking English, you forget about your roots. Right here. That is why you see happening because living in a country, Indian and black son, none of them know themselves. At least very, very rarely you're going to see some of them, very, very rarely you're going to see some of them know themselves. Right here. Very rarely you're going to see some of them know themselves. Kings and Queen, watch. Life is so beautiful that the eye them need to pay attention. There is no good nor bad eye. Right here. There is only strong and weak people. Right here. At any point in time, a strong person, a good person could get bad. It just requires a specific circumstances and situation. And a bad person could get good at any point. It just requires specific circumstances and situation for these things manifest. Right here. So good and bad, just expressions or interpretation based on who is the person expressing it and who is the person interpreting it. Right? To stop view life them way. Yeah, it is not that I tell the item what to do, I tell the item to love the item self enough to try to know the item self and the item purpose. Know why we come together as a species. Know why we were created in this physical reality as a physical representation of nature. Because unlike every other creature within this existence, when nature does instill she laws upon, she don't do it to we. It's just free we up in such a way that we could choose whichever path necessary. Sometimes nature does even give we wherever we ask, so let we demand thing of our right. Right there. We need to be aware of this beautiful opportunity and the option to express life consciously, you know. Until next time on Natural Vibrations, I'm Carly Yarko. Blessed love in the name of the Creator of the heaven and the earth and everything between positive vibes and energy.